Hi everyone, my name is Merval. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you again for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell for more videos like this. Without further ado, let's go straight to today's video. In today's video, I wanted to discuss my experience during my trip in Kinshasa. I've had the opportunity to hang out with friends, go to different places, and actually see the developments that are happening throughout the capital. It might not seem a lot, but whatever it is getting done out there, it is going to mean something in the next coming years. We have one of the most challenging transportation system in Central Africa, or maybe in the entire continent. This problem is being solved by the government actions to build roads. And these roads are going to connect different cities and different districts throughout the whole city of Kinshasa. Although these projects may seem unrealistic, but I do guarantee you the reason why this project will be successful, it's being done differently. The way the approach the government has taken this time, it's more based on give win-win kind of deal. The Chinese are building these roads in exchange to exploiting the resources, versus the way it was done in the past where one ministry will give a certain amount of money to individuals who will end up actually using less than what it was intended to be used to implement the projects. And then eventually the project will never get done. But this time, nobody is being given money. The contract is more like the Chinese signed the, contract with the Congolese government. In return, they're building these roads. Once these roads are built, it's going to solve the traffic issue. Let's talk about traffic first. Guys, you have no clue being stuck in traffic in Kinshasa. Oh my God. The traffic jam, it is so outrageous. I'm talking about if 10 minutes drive could take you up to an hour and a half. Of course, when you're stuck in traffic. Why? Because there aren't other roads built or other alternatives. Those same main roads are your only options. So it is making it so much more challenging to do business and many other things. You guys know I'm a huge advocate for African diaspora to come to the continent to do business. In order for that to be the case, most African governments will have to do their job to make sure that people that are investing there, the infrastructures are up to the standard where it will make investors comfortable continuing to do business there. But what is happening in Kinshasa currently, it is unacceptable. I'm more in the middle. If something is not working out, I'm going to speak up and I am going to criticize. You are used to watching me talk about the positive side of Africa, the positive side of Congo in terms of doing business and so forth. But when it comes down to roads in Congo, or to be more specific, in the city of Kinshasa, the government has to do a much better job than what we are seeing right now. I am actually happy to hear the governor talking about how they are going to build metro bus roads. Those are only meant for bus transportation system. They will be traveling through these roads, no other vehicle allowed. This will be great and it will help out solve one of the traffic problems too. Because if certain classes of vehicles are taking one itinerary, it will allow others to go to roads, thus reducing the amount of vehicles intending to be on certain roadways. That would make it much more easier and will dramatically reduce the amount of traffic jams that we deal with in the city of Kinshasa. That was part one. And what I have observed so far, I've seen the roads getting built. I grew up in Messina, Njili area, because I went to school in Njili, but I grew up more in Messina, right? And what I've seen in Messina was not impressive at all. I have not seen any progress whatsoever. However, one thing I did notice though is that the value of homes are increasingly getting value every year. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on where you own a house. God, you may sell your home, your property in Kinshasa, and still be able to buy a home here. And I'm asking myself, what is the living standards? What is the minimum wage in Kinshasa that people are going to afford to purchase these homes that are like which costs are in hundreds of thousands of dollars? And I'm not talking about like in prime areas. I'm talking about in like middle income, or class family type area. You know what I'm saying? And that's why if you are investing in real estate in Congo or in Kinshasa in particular, there is so much money to be made. But you still have to do your due diligence. You still have to put boots on the ground to investigate further in order for you to make the decision that you want to invest in Congo. I will highly and will always encourage most diasporans to go back home to do business. But you also have to take into account that there are lots of challenges that we have to face in order for us to successfully run businesses in Africa. So keep in mind everything you do in Africa somehow gets scrutinized. Not so much so the way it is out here in the West, but to a certain level. As long as you follow the proper protocol and you follow the proper procedure, you will be fine. People have to get out of the mindset of like, oh, things in Africa are just the way it is, all right? I don't have to follow the proper steps or the proper procedure because at the end of the day, somebody else out there is trying to get through my pockets. Well, let me tell you something. People may try to scam you. They may try to overprice certain things so that they can have extra cash in their pockets. But when they tell you this document is needed to do something, trust me, believe them. And if you don't want to collaborate with people, what you're going to have to do is just go to the ministry. They have a whole journal that publish everything that you need to know about businesses or taxes and things of that nature. It's not that hard. All right. So the social economic situation in Congo, however, it is very, very difficult to identify. I say that because I can't wrap this around my head, the fact that a lot of people are unemployed. They find different ways to make money, just pretty much hustling, right? When you go to bars, I'm talking about not only on the weekends, every single day you go to bars, those bars are filled with people drinking alcohol. And not every single one of these people in these bars are from the West or are in, spending time in Kinshasa from Europe or America. Most of them are locals because it's damn near impossible the bars get filled by expatriates only or by people of visiting Kinshasa from Europe. It's always going to be locals who are the most populated group of people there. It might be a few expatriates here and there, a few diasporans here and there, but for the most part, it's them. And they're spending money. And at the same time, they continue to complain that there is no money and that people are struggling too much. Well, I got news for you. There is struggle everywhere. We're struggling in America. People in Europe are struggling. I got friends in Europe who tell me stories all the time, and I can relate to those stories myself. Now that many Congolese or many Africans, if those of you watching from the African continent, think that we got it all, but that's not the case at all. But I'm just more curious how they manage to buy for, alcohol and pay for food when while we are here, we're talking with them, they tell us how difficult it is, how they're struggling. And yet when you get there, these same people that are telling you these stories, you'll find them at bars and different spots and having time and having fun. That's why When investing in Africa, you should always consider entertainment. Bars, nightclubs, restaurants, and things of that nature. It will make you so much money because not only the Kinshasa is continuing to grow, not only as a city, but it is more and more becoming a touristic city for a lot of Congolese diasporans. Congolese from the diaspora are visiting Kinshasa at a faster pace than ever before. I mean, when you go to different hotels throughout the city asking, for to rent out an Airbnb or for a place to stay, most places are packed. Most places are booked. And I'm asking myself questions, who are booking this place so much? And then out of curiosity, I went to this one hotel and I was talking to the receptionist, and it was telling me the list. Well, of course, it wasn't giving me like, list of particular people, but I was just, having a conversation with him. I'm like, how this gets filled so fast? Like, who are here? Like, do they have some type of events? Like, no, they were just some other, Congolese like you who are visiting from Germany, from Italy, from France, from Belgium, from all of this, European countries. I'm like, holy smoke. And that is not only the case for that one particular hotel. It is the case for so many other places. What I'm trying to get into is that you guys have heard me talk about real estate opportunities in Kinshasa, right? So by seeing those things, it only did encourage me to even work harder to move forward with my Airbnb plans, right? I'm going to be building apartments in my residential properties that I own in different parts of the capital, and then, eventually bring money into my pockets as well. All right, you guys, please consider traveling to Kinshasa by yourself and then see what is happening around you, because I can go on and on and on about things that I've seen, happen, and the things that are taking place in Kinshasa right now. It seems like the city is moving towards the right direction, but what it looks right now, it is horrible. But the works that are being done, once it's complete, is going to look a whole lot different. Mark my word for that. That's all I had to say about that. I will be coming back to discuss more things that I've learned throughout my vacation in Kinshasa. Business-wise, other opportunities that I've seen, I will be coming back here to discuss that with you. I just wanted to give you an overall experience and my particular opinion about what I have observed so far. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and do not forget to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so when I release a video like this, you'll be the first to be notified. And thank you again for always coming back to watch my video. But let me give you a shout out for actually engaging in my last video that I published when I was returning to the US from Kinshasa. I've barely get those kind of views on this YouTube channel. It's still a small, growing YouTube channel. I'm still scavenging for views, but everything that you guys got on my way, I'm willing to take it. But if you feel like you want to give me more views by sharing this video with a friend, I will also appreciate it, because my goal is to document my journey from while I'm here in the States till when I'm able to move back to Congo. But doing that through this channel is going to speed up that process. Until the next one, I'll see you guys soon. Happy Sunday. Have a nice day.